Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a get ready with me featuring Auric Beauty and Merit Beauty. So what I have on my face today is pretty much a full face of Auric and Merit. If you are familiar with Auric and you've been watching YouTube at all, I'm sure that you have been seeing over the last few weeks a lot of reviews on this brand. These were not sent to me, I purchased them myself because I really love Samantha Ravndal a lot. I love her videos, I've learned a lot from her because she's an exceptional makeup artist and I just love her style and her energy, and so I just really wanted to support her as well as try her products because I figured if she was creating something that it would be quite lovely. And then I just want to get back to the packaging here real quick. I love that she has her branding Auric and then it's golden together is her tagline, and I just love that there's no additional like paper or packaging or anything like that, that the branding is just right on the box. And then these boxes that the products come in are just so beautiful. It's got like lavender and this seafoam color and black and gold, just such a beautiful color scheme. I really love the boxes. I think they did a beautiful job on the design. And then of course we're gonna jump into the products that I got when I am doing my makeup with them. And then next up are the products that I got from Merit. This is a new beauty brand and they have actually launched some foundations, and they have a really exceptional broad shade range, which is really great. Inside the box is this bag. There's no other additional like packaging or anything like that. It's just the bag with your products in it, which I really do think is an interesting idea. And of course, we're going to dive more into the products in just a little bit. So if you are curious about how I got this look today using the Merit products and the Auric products, then just keep on watching. So let's go ahead and get some of these products on my face. I'm going to start with the Glow Lust. This is from Auric. This is a radiant luminizer. So you can put this down on your face before you apply your makeup. You can mix it with your makeup. You can use it on top of your makeup as a highlighter. But I want to show you the beautiful bottle. It's really gorgeous, frosted glass, nice weighty feeling in your hand. The cap can be a little bit hard to pull off, so you got to get some elbow grease in there. And the pump is really good too. It dispenses a really nice amount of product in terms of like if you just want a quarter of a pump or a half of a pump. And I know that Samantha Ravndal, the creator of this line, really looked high and low for the perfect pump so that you could do that. What I am going to do is I am going to put it down as kind of like a primer, a luminizing primer, but I am going to mix it with the ambient moisture liquid from Live Botanical. Now I got Pyrite, and that is what I have swatched here on my hand. Pyrite is the third lightest shade they have, and I chose this one because Samantha was saying it was great for olive tone skins. And as you can see on my hand, it just blends into my tone so well. So for me, this is a wonderful color match. I'm light to medium olive tone skin. So like I was saying, what I'm going to do just to kind of make it a little less intense is I'm going to do about a half a pump of the Auric Glow Lust and then a pump of the ambient liquid moisturizer, and I'm going to mix these up in my palm, and I'm just going to start applying it just all over my face with kind of a stiff brush. So as you can see, it's just left me with a really beautiful dewy finish. It is not sparkly in terms of having like chunks of glitter at all. It is more like a sheen, but that is why I diluted it a little bit with the ambient moisture liquid, because I didn't want it to be too sheeny, you know, in terms of looking like a olive tone Tin Man. So I wanted to just take that down a little bit and focus more on this product kind of like skincare and just sort of prepping my skin for the foundation. So now I'm going to apply my foundation. I've got my bag full of Merit products here. I know that there's sort of been mixed reviews about this bag. I believe you get this bag only with your first purchase. It doesn't come with every purchase. I actually kind of liked it. I liked how there was no packaging materials. There were no packing peanuts, no paper, like shredded paper. It just arrived in this bag, and so I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm opening up the foundation, and this is their Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick, and this is what it looks like. A really nice size actually for travel, putting in your bag. It's not gonna take up too much space. And kind of like the Glow Lust, this takes a little bit of effort to pull the cap off. So what I'm gonna do is, you're supposed to use this as a concealer and as a foundation. It's 2 in 1. I don't necessarily love it as a concealer. And as you might see, I've got a couple spots here because I got a facial yesterday actually, and I had some extractions done, which I was really excited about. I like getting extractions in my facials. But anyway, that's why you might see just a couple little spots here and there. So actually what I'm just gonna do, and this is what I have been doing, is just kind of tapping this product all over. I'm just dotting it on. And then I'm gonna try it also as a concealer. And I'm going to use, first I'm gonna use my concealer brush to get under the eyes here. And the concealer brush that I am using is the Rare Beauty concealer brush, which I really, really love. And then the brush I'm using to buff in the foundation onto the rest of my face is the Real Techniques setting brush. So I feel like this foundation has given me good coverage. I'm not sure I love the final finish as much as I like my Westman Atelier. I feel like the Westman Atelier does a little bit better of a job at covering things and evening my skin tone. I feel like I would need to go in with more to get maybe the coverage that I really want, while also still having kind of that beautiful like satiny glowy skin finish. I'm a little concerned if I start applying more of this product that it might start looking cakey, but let's just do a little bit more around here and see what happens. I was able to build it up a little bit more and it didn't get cakey. It still looks really nice. I think it is a really lovely product. I do feel like it gives you that skin finish, a very natural look. I do think it is buildable if you want more of a medium to full coverage. I don't really like using it as a concealer. I think if I'm just gonna be running out the door, it would do the trick, but I'm going to just add a little bit of the Rare Beauty concealer because I really need that today, and I wanna dot that little spot that I've got there and that little redness there. So if you want to get like that nice full coverage from a concealer, I don't really think you're gonna get it from the Merit one. I think this is great, like I was saying, if you're in a hurry and you're just on the go, you don't have big dark circles that you're trying to cover, I think this would be fine. But I do think if you want more full coverage, this probably won't cut it for you. And so I'm just gonna be reaching for the Rare Beauty one in these situations where I do have dark circles that I would like to conceal. And how I got my color match actually was I sent a photograph of myself to Merit, and they recommended that I get the color Bisque, and I actually do think that it is a really good color match for me. I don't have a bronzing product from Merit or Auric, so I am going to use the Westman Atelier Butter Bronzer. And I'm going to use this Real Techniques. I don't know exactly which brush this is. It just says RT200, but I'm gonna get a good amount of product here and then just start applying kind of all over because I'm feeling really pale right now. And as I mentioned in my full face of Westman Atelier, this smells like coconut, but I'm pretty obsessed with it. Like I would actually love them to come out with a body product that is scented with this particular coconut combination because I actually really, really love the smell. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some color on these eyes. I'm going to be grabbing the Auric Smoke Reflect. I don't know if I told you the exact name, but it's Smoke Reflect, and the bottom has a cream, and then let me just show you the top real quick, which has the mirror on it, and then of course the powder, and then the cream is under here. And the cream can just be used all by itself. Obviously the powder can be used all by itself, but they are supposed to be used together if you'd like to add more dimension to the look. I think I actually will put on Temper. So here's the swatch of Temper. This is the cream all by itself. This in the middle here is the powder by itself. And then this is with the cream on the bottom with a powder on top. And then I also got Defiance. This is a little bit more brown, like a bronzy brown, whereas Temper is more of that kind of rose goldy brown. And this is what the topper looks like for Defiance. More goldy, like a gold champagne, really lovely color. And then here is Defiance. So this actually over here is the cream by itself. This is the powder, and I hope you can see that like shift in the light. And then this is the two of them together. And then showing you these together, this hand right here is Temper, and this hand right here is Defiance. So I think I might actually go with Defiance today. The one that I really wanted was Temper, and then I accidentally purchased Defiance, so it was an accident. So then I went back and ordered Temper, but I'm actually really glad that I accidentally got Defiance because it is really beautiful. So I'm using a Real Techniques brush to go into this product. Hopefully you can see it's kind of like got this moussey type texture. And it smooths on really easily. It's not stiff, it's not too creamy and emollient. I really feel like they nailed the formula on this one. And I'm just gonna go into my crease a little bit here. So I just have started with just like a all over wash, but I am gonna go in with another layer on both sides. What I'm going to do is go into this palette from Plentitude. This is a skincare line. They're also diving into makeup. The woman who owns this is of Caribbean descent, so she's using a lot of her Caribbean heritage in her ingredients and her skincare. I am in love with this palette. It is so beautiful. I am able to use this color right here as sort of like an all-over wash, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So I just wanted to get something up here to kind of complete the look on my eyelids. And now that I have on this peachy kind of toned eyeshadow from Plentitude, I'm realizing that I think I actually put Temper on my lid. So this is Temper. I thought I was using Defiance, but I actually ended up putting Temper on my lid. So this is the Temper cream shadow that I have just applied all over my lid. I'm sorry, I think I said I was gonna reach for Defiance, which is actually what I wanted to do. But I'm glad I accidentally put this on because I wasn't thinking that Temper would be a great everyday, like I'm gonna go out and run errands or I'm going to work. I didn't think it was going to translate for that kind of a look, but it actually does. So I'm glad for that happy accident. So let's go ahead and put on the topper to give this a more dimensional look. And yeah, this just instantly makes it more glossy. Yeah, so that's just really pretty. And I actually don't use too much of this topper. So if you're somebody who wants to have more of like a power statement on your eyes, then you're gonna want to apply a lot more. I don't know how this works when you get it wet, if you kind of foil it. Well, I'm sure that will make it more intense as well. But for me and what I go for and the looks I tend to do are gonna be more on the subtle side. So I didn't put a whole lot of the topper on, but definitely enough that it actually does change what the shadow looks like. I do want to play a little bit with Defiance here, so what I'm going to do is use this on my lower lid. So what I'm doing is I'm dipping my brush into the pot and then I'm just smudging it on my hand and then going in with it. So I do want to have some eyeliner on my waterline. I don't have a specific eyeliner here, and I don't want to use the cream shadows from Auric on my waterline. So I am going to reach for this, and I think I might use this color here. Yeah, so I'm going to go for this one. And kind of do the same thing I did, smudge it on my hand, and then take it to the waterline. So what I ended up doing with this palette, and actually I forgot to tell you the name of it, this is the Marabou Gemstones palette from Plentitude. What I did is I ended up mixing this one right here with this kind of purpley brown shade right here to create the eyeliner on my waterline. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. I don't have a mascara from Merit. I'm not sure actually if they have come out with a mascara. I know that Auric does not have a mascara. So today I'm gonna be using the Inica Bold Lash. This is their volumizing formula. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. So now I'm gonna do my brows. I like to get my eyes and my brows all figured out before I apply blush or highlighter, because I feel like if I do the blush and the highlighter before, then I might overdo it, because once I have my eyes done, I realize that I don't need as much blush or highlighter as I thought I might have. So I'm just gonna spool out my brows. When I had my facial yesterday, I did get my eyebrows done. I never have her go above here. I don't have her do any like trimming or, you know, waxing above here. She just cleaned it up here. So it had been like, I want to say 3 years since I had gotten my eyebrows done, because it had been a long time since I saw her. So on a daily basis, this is all I do. I just comb out my brows before I go out the door. But today, since I'm filming, I am going to use the M Cosmetics. I forget what this is called. This is their basically their eyebrow cream, I think, but I'll list it below so you'll have the exact name. And I feel like this just actually intensifies my brows, kind of makes them a little bit more groomed and just a little bit more defined. I feel like it makes them stand out even more. So that's why I want to go really light-handed on that, because I don't want my brows to become too huge and too bushy where that's all you're seeing on my face. So I think now I'm ready to apply the blush. So I'm going to reach for the Merit blush. I think this is their like Flush Cheek or Flush Blush, something like that. And I got Cheeky. And that's what it looks like in the package. It has this plastic cap that you just screw off. So that's the color I chose. And this is one of those super sheer, sort of like can't mess it up blushes. So while it looks pretty bright right now, when I'm first applying it, it definitely sheers out. And then I'm actually gonna take the brush that I used for my foundation, and I'm just gonna kind of make it more seamless. So what I like to do is just buff out this edge down here, kind of go up the side of my nose, because I don't like it when blush collects right here. I think that looks kind of awkward on me. So yeah, for some of you, this might not be like bright enough. It might not be enough color. For me, this is just perfect on a daily basis. I love this kind of like sheer glowy wash of color. I think that if I applied a little bit more and just sort of patted it down like this, it gives more color. So you can probably build it to your liking, but I do think that because it is this sort of sheer glossy formula, you're just not gonna get that intense color payoff if that is something that you do really like and prefer in your blushes. I'm not exactly sure how long this is going to last. I've never worn it for a full day, so I will see how this does and let you guys know. But yeah, overall, I really, really like this blush a lot. I love this color Cheeky. It's just kind of like a beautiful rosy neutral mauve color. It's really, really beautiful. I find it to be very flattering, very natural looking, and it's just kind of a pretty flush of color. So before I put on lip color, I am gonna put on a little bit of the Auric Glow Lust just on the high points of my cheeks here, and it is really impressive how well you can control the amount of product that comes out. It's really nice. So I'm just gonna put that right here and right here. Maybe kind of take it a little bit up around my brows, like my brow bone, not into my brows. And I hope you guys can see this beautiful sheen here. It is really, really lovely. I am very impressed. I really like this glow a lot. And sorry that my hair keeps getting into my face. I'm sure it's driving some of you guys crazy. Probably should have pulled my hair back for this. But anyway, I think this is really, really lovely, so easy to use. Like I said, really easy to control the amount of product that you're getting out, so there's just not going to be any waste at all. So I really think that this is a great product. I think that having used it underneath the foundation really is kind of helping things to shine through. And I also want to say that it's actually not a completely fair comparison when I was talking about the Merit foundation stick as compared to the Westman Atelier, because I usually don't use the Westman Atelier on top of other products such as the Glow Lust. So it's not a totally fair direct comparison. What I would have to do is try the Westman Atelier over the Auric and see what that looks like, and then of course use the Merit on its own without the Auric or any kind of a primer underneath it to see how it sits. But I do think that some time has passed here since I've been doing this video, so the products have kind of warmed up on my skin. So I am actually really liking the finish more than I did when I first applied it. I think the way that the Glow Lust is kind of melding with the foundation now that it's really warmed up on my skin looks really natural, glowy, and like I said, just a really pretty skin finish. So we're gonna finish up with the Merit Shade Stick. I think they're calling this a tinted lip oil, and I got Marrakesh, and this is not a color I typically go for. I usually don't go for kind of like these rusty colors. Really cute packaging though, love it. And here's a close-up just on my hand so you can see that color. Just a really pretty, warm, kind of brick color. So let's get this on the lips. So I think this is actually pretty flattering on me. The reason why I don't go for sort of warmish tones like this is I just, for whatever reason, I don't think it works really well with my olive skin if something is too orangey or too warm. But I think this is neutral enough that it does work with my skin tone. And I do think it would work with a lot of different skin tones. It's just a very, very pretty neutral kind of brick red, like I keep saying. The texture is actually very smooth. It is a lip oil. I definitely agree with that. But it's a little bit thicker and more balmy than other like tinted lip oils that I have tried. It feels great on the lips, super comfortable. There's actually no scent. So yeah, I feel like I'm pretty impressed with this lip gloss. And I think in a previous video, I've been talking about how I've been enjoying lip glosses a lot more these days. I don't know if it has to do with wearing a mask or just wanting to throw on something really easy when I am just hanging out around the house, but I want to feel like I'm doing a little bit something extra for myself. I've just been reaching for the lip glosses, so that's why I decided to try the one from Merit, and so far I really, really like it. So that is everything. Those are all the products that I have to share with you from Auric and Merit, as well as this beautiful palette from Plentitude. I'm gonna be doing another PR video pretty soon because I've actually gotten some more things that are just really exciting and I can't wait to talk to you about them. So I will include the full review of Plentitude in that one, but I did just wanna let you know that I have been using this palette and loving it, and it actually worked really, really well with the colors of Temper in the eye duo that I use. So again, happy accident that I decided to use Temper instead of Defiance all over the top, because I do think that that one shade that I was telling you about, this one right here, just worked really well with the undertones I think that are going on in Temper. So overall from Auric, I am highly, highly impressed. Now again, this is not in the clean beauty space, or actually I don't even really know because I didn't read the ingredients, so please do that if that is really important to you. But I am super, super impressed with the Glow Lust. And again, I got mine in Pyrite. It is a great color match for me. I feel like it does a really nice job as a primer, and then just stunning using it on the high points of my cheekbone here. I just really, really love how it looks in the light, and I do think it's actually really, really natural. No shimmery particles at all. I do think these eye duos from Auric are really lovely as well. I actually have tried the pots, the eyeshadow pots, I forget what they're called, from Charlotte Tilbury. Those actually have chunks of glitter, which I do not really like. I mean, I have one of them that I will use if I'm going out at night, which of course isn't really happening anymore. But I do feel like the cream shadow is very wearable for the day, and then I like that they have the topper so that if you want to add the sparkle and the higher intensity shine kind of nighttime look, then you can add that if you want to. So I really, really like these. I'm hoping that they wear really well over the course of the day. I will definitely give you an update on that. So future me here, just wanted to show you guys the longevity of these products. I mean, it's been about 5-6 hours You can see the glow that I'm still getting from the Auric Luminizer, the Glow Lust. And then on my cheeks, the color's still going pretty strong on that Merit product. So really impressed. Also the eyeshadows are going strong. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys that update. Everything from Auric is a hit. I did not get the third eyeshadow pot shade, which is a gray, kind of like gunmetal. I just don't reach for those kind of colors enough to justify purchasing that. I already have something similar in my collection that I hardly ever reach for, so I decided to not go for that. But the looks that I've been seeing other YouTubers do with that particular pot have actually really been stunning. So if you like gray, and I think maybe the topper or the cream, something has a little bit of like a sagey shift, which is really pretty. So if you have green eyes or hazel eyes, then you might want to check that one out. So let's talk about Merit really quickly. I really like the foundation. I'm liking it more than I did at the very beginning. I don't know as if it's going to knock the Westman Atelier foundation off its high perch of my holy grail at the moment, but it really is a beautiful foundation, easy to use, great packaging, great for travel or putting in your bag for touch-ups throughout the day. I don't think I'm going to be using it as a concealer. It might be the case where I need a different shade as my concealer, but you know, I am just so in love still with this Rare Beauty concealer. I think it does an incredible job, and especially for the price, you just can't beat it. So I will be continuing to use the Rare Beauty as my concealer. And then loving this lip gloss. I think it's super pretty. Still feels really great on my lips, and I can't wait to explore some of their other colors. And then, as I mentioned, this cheek blush is really, really easy to use, gives this really nice kind of glossy flush of color. Probably not for you if you like something more intense, but for somebody like me who likes kind of a more natural, no makeup kind of look, I think it is perfect. So if you're like me and you like that particular kind of a look and product, then I would definitely check out actually the whole line, because I do think the whole kind of like ethos of the Merit brand is, you know, less is more, and just kind of keeping that kind of natural glowy look. So I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready with me. I really had a lot of fun doing it, even though this is not my forte. I don't really do them that often, but if you guys like them, I will start doing them more. Especially I think focusing on particular brands is really helpful if you are looking to pick something up from a line and you want to see it in action, and just to, you know, get my personal opinion as well as other YouTubers out there. So thank you guys so much for watching. My next video I think is going to have a very special guest, kind of a fun little Valentine's video. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you then. Bye.